So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 5 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I wanted to jump into today includes the first actual game on Unreal Engine 5 will be shown tomorrow for PlayStation 5, Project Spartacus's existence possibly leaks, Sony is blowing minds this week, great God of War Ragnarok news, and a big GT7 update. First, yes or no, have you played Gran Turismo 7 or not? This relates to one of the stories we're going to go over today, obviously, but I'm curious how many of you have actually played the game at this point or not. So comment below, yes or no, if you played Gran Turismo 7 or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, a big update for GT7. So most people know at this point because it was covered like crazy, GT7 had a controversy where players were upset to see a $70 game go offline and be unplayable, essentially along with its rewards for races being decreased. I say players lightly here because most people that put these complaints haven't even played the game, which is disappointing because I've talked about how amazing the game is, and I hope post this update people give it a chance. The update today is that changes are coming to the game. First, players who owned the game before today, digital or physical, like myself, will get 1 million in credits when you log back into the game before April 25th to claim the rewards. For the rest of these updates, I'll have it linked below if you want to see the specific changes, but the gist is that the rewards for races will be increased, along with increasing the credit limit from 20 million to 100 million, and increasing the quantity of cars and legendary used cars and legendary cars at any given time. This one I appreciate. These changes will come in a big update in April. In the future, more races will be added, obviously, including endurance races to missions, including 24-hour races and World Circuit events, along with increased payouts for limited time rewards. But the big one here is the ability to sell cars. In the future, you will be able to sell cars in the game. This one for me should have been there already from the start and was a part of my mini review for the game, and I'm glad to hear it's coming. I just hope it's not coming like Halo Infinite's co-op is coming. You guys know what I mean. We've been waiting for a while for that. So I don't want to wait a year plus to have the ability to sell my cars. So hopefully the people at Polyphony don't take long to bring that feature. The game is still unplayable offline, which isn't a big deal for most GT7 players, but for me, a person who has put 35 hours plus into the game, I think an offline mode should be added. I get that they want it to be a live service, but at least make the core menus campaign offline playable, and anything post that, whether it's new races, events, etc., those could require you to be online to play. I'm sure they have their reasons for making it always online that I personally don't understand. It didn't stop me from enjoying my time with the game anyways. Regardless, this is great news for a very solid racer, one of my favorites ever, as I've stated in my review as well. Now, diving into the second story of the video, next gen showcase for PlayStation 5. So Quantum Error, this was a Dead Space-like first-person shooter announced back in 2020, I believe, for PlayStation 5. It's made by an indie studio called Team Kill Media. This game has had several trailers, but for a while now has gone silent until tomorrow. The game will get a new trailer running on Unreal Engine 5. The game was moved from Unreal Engine 4 to Unreal Engine 5 last year, and we got a teaser to showcase that. The latest in regards to the game is that they will have a trailer up on the PlayStation YouTube channel this Saturday, tomorrow. Reading from their official Twitter, March 26th at 5 p.m. Eastern, our new story teaser will debut on the PlayStation YouTube channel. 95% of this teaser happens within the first hour of the game, with the other 5% being about halfway through the game, running on the PlayStation 5 in Unreal Engine 5. So this is pretty big because unlike Matrix, the Matrix Unreal Engine 5 demo game we saw last year, which you can play, that's not a real game. This here with Quantum Error is an actual game running on Unreal Engine 5, made by an indie studio. I'm curious to check it out tomorrow, and hopefully we'll finally have a release date for this thing, because I think it's been 2 years since it's announced, or almost 2 years. But you guys let me know if you're going to check out the Quantum Error trailer or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the third story of the video, God of War Ragnarok news. So this is just a quick update, but a really good one, and it's officially from Santa Monica Studios, the people obviously making the game. There was worry with the silence of God of of War Ragnarok news and us being almost near April with still not a release date or a new trailer, that the game could get delayed into 2023. We did have possible leaks that pointed to a release date in September, and also credible industry insider Jason Schreier also stated that the game is coming this year, but of course those aren't official confirmations. In terms of official news, Sony Santa Monica's social and community handler, Blue Owl's Medic over on Twitter, who I'm not sure what their real name is, so my apologies for that, stated this recently: God of War Ragnarok comes out this year. To verify my paranoia further, because I don't know this person's name, I tracked down a LinkedIn account by someone else who works at Sony Santa Monica, Grace or Lady, who has retweeted Blue Owl's Medic in the past, so that gives it some credence. So this is good news, obviously. Now we just need a release date and an actual full-length gameplay trailer, and we're good to go. And now diving into the fourth story of the video, Sony is blowing minds. Reading from Push Square, PSVR 2's playable behind closed doors at GDC this week, and there's already a lot of buzz seeping out of the show. Chet Felizek, hopefully I said that correctly, a Valve veteran, shared the following on Twitter: had one of those VR moments today playing in the new PSVR 2 HMD. You know where the world just feels different when you return. So good. Thanks Shuhei Yoshida and Greg Rice for the demo and chat. This post was later shared on Reset Era forum, where one user mentioned that the comment sounded hyperbolic. It's not hyperbolic, replied a truant Pixel developer who's working on Runner, a motorcycle game for PlayStation VR 2. As of yet, there's no further information on what kind of demo Sony is showing, but PlayStation VR 2 presentations are planned for GDC throughout the remainder of this week. So I've been seeing these comments come out of GDC in regards to PlayStation VR 2, and they've had me hyped, but also very, very, very jealous. I just want to try this thing out for myself already, and I'm sure we'll see more comments come out of GDC in regards to PlayStation VR 2, or at least I hope we do. And now diving into the final story of the video, Project Spartacus possible leak. Reading from Push Square, Microsoft published a corporate puff piece praising its Xbox Game Pass business model featuring Xbox bigwigs Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond. The general gist, if you don't have 22 minutes to spare, is that subscription models increase sales, improve engagement, and diversify player tastes. With all this apparent success, it's only a matter of time before other platform holders follow suit, and Bond perhaps knows more about PlayStation's plans than the rest of us. Subscriptions have lowered the barrier for entry and created a whole new market and love for games and gaming experiences that otherwise wouldn't have existed. She beamed. It's one of the reasons why I'm excited to see gaming become a bigger part of our industry. We have our subscriptions, Sony announced theirs, and I anticipate other platforms are going to do the same because it's so good for both developers and players. Fair enough, Sarah, but to our knowledge, Sony hasn't announced anything. Now, there are a few explanations here. It's perfectly possible Bond simply made a mistake, which is fair enough. It happens to us all the time. It's also possible she's referring to existing subscriptions like PlayStation Plus or PlayStation Now, or potentially she may have mistaken rumors of Project Spartacus for some kind of official announcement. All of the aforementioned are viable explanations. Given her position, though, it's also possible she may have some awareness of what PlayStation's got cooking behind the scenes and believes it's already been announced. So for me, I think I'm going to go with she knows something we don't. Her using the word announce clears out that she's not talking about the current PlayStation Plus or PlayStation Now subscriptions, and I'm sure she wouldn't mistake articles about a possible Project Spartacus to be official news. I don't buy that. I do buy that maybe this piece by Microsoft was set up with the assumption that Sony was going to announce their Project Spartacus before this video was going to go live. That's just a guess on my end, but that makes more sense to me than anything else we just talked about. Regardless, Project Spartacus, which will have a 3-tiered service set to bring back classics from PlayStation 1, PS2, PS3, and PlayStation Portable to the PlayStation 5, it's still reportedly set to be released this spring, which ends in June. I hope we get an announcement much sooner than that, an announcement and a release much sooner than June. But you guys let me know if you're excited for Project Spartacus or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is a part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with bring on the big show. Obviously, Sony clearly has a lot to show, and hopefully the rumored late March, early April event is true. So if you're excited for that and hope that happens, destroy the comment section with bring on the big show, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.